A very good evening to all. I'm Dr. Uttara Mohan from IIT Digital Media team. I'll be host for today's webinar on opening new horizons for physiotherapy. The resource person for today is Dr. Sanjeev Jha, IIT President. The moderator is Dr. Zubia Vakar. We are streaming live now on IIT India YouTube channel. I request all to subscribe to this channel to get live webinar updates. In the playlist section of this YouTube channel, you will see different folders segregated for each topics for easy access to the webinars. The highlights for this webinar today are Journey of a Leader, know the facts about past and present of IIP, the future roadmap of IIP, vision of visionary, where we are, know your association of leaders, status of NCHP Act. Before we start, I would like to briefly share about IIT Digital Media team and the social media profiles. The digital team consists of a group of physios who handle social media platforms, webinar live streaming, and IIP profiles on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You can follow IIP updates on the social media to know about our upcoming events like webinars, workshops, CMEs, conference, health camps, blood donation drives, etc., and to get recent updates about our profession. The social media links will be shared in the chat shortly for you all to open and follow. During this webinar, if you have any queries to ask, you can put them in the Zoom or YouTube chat. Now I request Dr. Zubia.
Thank you so much, Dr. Uttara. Thank you so much. I am Professor Zubia Vakar, Secretary DIAP. On the behalf of IAP team, digital team, as well as the entire IAP, I would like to welcome all the participants and the speaker of the day. Thank you so much for taking out time on your lazy Sunday. I know the India match is going on also. Some of you would have been busy watching that, but thank you so much. Despite of it being there, you are all are here. And my voice is low. I think I'm on full volume. Am I audible to everyone else?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So the topic for, first of all, I would think that whether to call it a webinar is a good idea or not, but in one part of my mind does say it is a webinar. Because webinar is basically a place where we get to listen to people and we learn something new. I'm sure out of this program today, we would be able to learn a lot of new things, not only for the students who are sitting there, but also for older people like me, because Jha sir life journey is rather, I would also think of it as the journey of our profession during the past year, since the time when sir joined in the profession as compared to where we are right now. As he grew, I think the profession also grew or rather changed. So learning from one's life journey is also a part of the learning, hence calling it a webinar would be a good idea. Now, during our walk of life, we meet different kind of people. We meet some people whom a few people know. Then we meet some who a lot of people know. Then we meet some people who everybody knows. You are not the only one. Everybody knows. For example, Shah Rukh Khan. So whenever you talk about Shah Rukh Khan, it is not only the people in India who are aware about him. Even when you go abroad, you know him. People know him. So I would like to call Jha sir the Shah Rukh Khan of our profession for now. Because as a student, you would know him because you might have attended his workshop. As a young professional, you would have known him because he started the IAPWC. As an older professional, you would know him because he is the president of IAP right now. And a lot of people who are outside the profession, they know him because he is the IAP president right now. And I would also like to add upon there that he is one of the most illustrious IAP presidents that we've had till now, one of the most vocal ones. And I would also like to add there that maybe he is also one of the people who have brought about a lot of change in the profession over the years. And I have a right to say that because I have been in the profession for fairly long. I am not a newbie here. I've been in the profession for more than 20 years. I've seen IAP changed. As I remember during the Delhi IAP seminar, sir said that IAP thi, IAP hai aur IAP rahegi. Something on the similar lines. I have seen IAP was there when I was entering the profession. IAP was here when I was studying. IAP is still here when I'm working. Similarly, Jha sir, I think I have seen him. For me, he was always associated with IAP. Our opinions might vary. Everybody might not agree with what I am saying, but again, that is what democracy is all about. We all have a right to say things, and we all have a right to agree to disagree. Today's webinar has been organized to address to issues like that only. Where, of course, we all have a right to agree to disagree. That is the basic principle on which Jha sir has also been working throughout. That is why the people who agree with him also have been given a mic as well as the people who do not agree with him. And on this, I think everybody will be agreeable. When I came to know, first of all, the flyer was released that Jha sir is going to be talking to everybody, and we all were wondering who's going to moderate that session. And I was very, very excited about this entire idea. And then I was told that I am the one who's going to moderate it. Then I was very scared that who has a capacity to stay in front of Jha sir and ask him questions, who's going to do that? So I spoke to a lot of people in the profession. I spoke to my colleagues in my university. I spoke to a lot of co-professionals, and I spoke to a lot of students, people from different, I would say, different status of their in which they are in the profession right now. And I got a huge number of questions. So I have compiled those questions into a smaller sets right now. Sir, the questions that I have is long. So I don't think we will be able to finish it up in just one session. So I would request the IAP digital team to give me at least 1 or 2 sessions more so that we can cover up all the questions that have been given. Along with that, we will also take questions, as Dr. Uttara has said, from the YouTube live, as well as the participants can type their questions here in the chat. I will try to take as many questions as possible from my end. Sir, would you like to say something before we start?
Only I would like to say first a big thank to my whole physio fraternity. I would like to say a big thank to my CEC, my all state presidents and state team, state secretaries, all ECs in state, and more than 2,500 office bearers of IAP who are working day and night. Wherever they can contribute, they are contributing, and this is what is creating a change. I will not take Sehra main nahi bandunga. I will not take the whole credit to myself. I will say that Women Cell, great work. My few of the state teams are doing very well. My EC always standing behind me. My secretary, my vice president, my international chair, and then treasurer. So yes, they all are there behind me, rock solid. And that's why I have that status, or I have that say that yes, we can do, and together, yes, we can.
Thank you so much, sir. So starting with the questions, here we go. So sir, I remember you telling us in a seminar, as I said earlier also, that IAP thi, IAP hai aur IAP rahegi. Can you throw a little light on it?
Yes, I feel, see, IAP is an organization from 1955, established by our great leaders like Mukasi Sir, Dastur Madam, and all great leaders during that time. The whole vision of IAP was to run this profession in the right way. And why I will say this again and again, because I will not say that they have not done anything or my past people have not done anything. I will not that sort of thing. I will not say. I will rather say they did their best what they could during their time. But for every profession changes with time. And last 10 years, last 5-6 years have given a lot of boost to IAP, not only IAP, lot of boost to our profession. And last 3 years, even there was a COVID period, we all suffered a lot. But during that time also, physiotherapy has got a bigger mileage. And when you talk about physiotherapy getting a bigger mileage, means everybody who are there behind IAP, moving IAP together, and not only IAP, moving physiotherapy profession together. That makes a huge difference. Here, I want to say one thing that a bigger organization, even I was having, let me be a bit frank about it. I was having this in my mind, why not to create one more association that is more easy. But my point always is there that when there are a lot of brains working together, established organization working for the profession, then chances of getting professional, any professional thing here and there, or harming the professional interest are very less. I will not say that we cannot go wrong, but yes, my point is that IAP has made a difference. In last 15 years, 12 years, I can say this, right from making a difference of putting physiotherapy in as a professional course. Then IAP was there. 1986, we resolved and said that we all will write prefix doctor and suffix PT. It was IAP only who did it. Then 2010, we came up with a public notice. That was IAP who did it. Again, RR rule was done again through IAP. We fought a lot to get it done. Again, in UGC, it was an era when we used to study. I think Dr. Jubia, you might be remembering this, that during our time, because I feel we are from the almost similar batches. So during our time, most of the private physiotherapy colleges were either principal was some other our counter professionals from medical side, and they used to run the show.
Orthopedic surgeons most of the times.
Yes. And then in 2010, we could get an act passed through UGC. Government of India Act came into existence, and then who will be the principal, who will be the dean, who will be the professor, who will be the associate professor, who will be the assistant professor. All the qualifications were clearly defined. And by that 10 years, we are now in a position that now 99.9% of Indian physiotherapy colleges are being headed by a physiotherapist only. Yes. So my point here is that we all think that it's instant coffee. It's not instant coffee. It is a hard struggle for everybody. And I will say that since a lot of people have struggled, given their all good to this profession through IAP, that's why we were able to achieve it.
Very true, sir. Very true. So I think both of us, we can say that the profession has evolved over the times. Since the Sur ma'am and Kashi sir was there as compared to right now. So how do you think, because we are, I think, somewhere in the middle, I would say. Our generation was somewhere in the middle. We had the seniors and we have the juniors right now. So how do you think we have grown over the time? How has the scenario changed?
See, biggest part is that I will say, any profession to grow, we need three things. And that three things is, one is discipline. Second thing is dedication from the side of the leaders, because everybody will not go and be working there. Yes, leaders has to be dedicated. And then if you want to move ahead, it is very important that all of us should have maturity.
Yes.
And some or the other way around, I found that why I feel that we could have achieved what we achieved in last 10 years, could have achieved before 20 years. But somewhere maturity of us were not that good. We were not ready to get criticized. We were not ready to move the files at every table. Unless and until you do that in India, things doesn't move. Log bolte hain, we keep saying that you go, and nowadays it still becoming a bit easier, but some 5 years back, you go and have your driving license done was a bit difficult. Your ration card done for your home was a bit difficult. Now, when you're trying to do something for the profession, let me just share one small incident, maybe a bit difficult sort of thing, but a small incident that time JP Nadda Sahab, Honorable JP Nadda Sahab was our health minister, and Madam Sumitra Mahajan, she was our speaker that time, and our file was moving for the council. And one day we went through Mahajan Madam to meet Nadda Sahab, but somehow the parliament was in progress, and our delegation went to the parliament at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we were there till 11 o'clock in the night, but we could not meet the minister. And we all said that this is for whom? It is very easy to say for whom. So we all were there, and at 11 o'clock, we got the news that we will get a meeting in another 1.5 hours. So roughly around 12:30, we could meet him. So this is how you have to be there. You have to be there on your toes. When you get time, try to move the files. When you get time, try to move the things. And let me tell you, in last 3 years, what has happened is, I will say, strong words for my secretary, Dr. Annamalai, and few of my teammates, Dr. Ruchi, Dr. Joji, and Dr. Pooja and you in Delhi. I will talk about many seniors in RML hospital, in AIMS, especially Gupta sir and other people. Whenever we have asked something that we need this help, they have done it. So their work together with the all team, taking that things with the dedication that we need to get it, on 24th March 2021, we got our bill passed. Many people think that what is there in that bill? I think that question will also might be coming. But my point is that whatever you say, you should have the maturity, you should have the dedication. And one point which is again and again putting me, and somewhere my shoulders are dropping down. Last 10 years, I had this intention to bring all the rules. Because first rules should be there before you try to clean up the process. My point here is that somebody says that X ने हमारे profession के लिए ऐसा कर दिया. Why did it something like that about my profession? But I say, as an administrator, as a person, as a professor in this field, I say that if something is spoiled in physiotherapy, that was mainly due to physiotherapists only.
Very true. We are responsible for our own selves.
Yes. And my point here is that last 10 years was to create like UGC rule, RR rule, then council, and then we got distance education banned from High Court, Delhi High Court. That time it was such a tough time. So many universities were openly doing it. So it was like teaching swimming without swimming pool. Now, I think IAP's next 10-year agenda will be to clean up. And we have to clean up. Because if we go in the field and try to grow some rice, some wheat, हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं खरपतवार उगते हैं. And you're supposed to cut that to have good things coming out, good fruits coming out,
Weeding is important.
and
Weeding
rice coming out. So that is something which I think we should focus on. And naturally, I will have discussion with my EC. I have already discussions with my EC. And I feel next 10 years is for cleaning up and making physiotherapy physiopathy.
Weeding is important. Weeding definitely will only lead to a better crop. So that is why it's an essential part.
Yeah.
Sir, another thing which usually we think about whenever we think about IAP was there was a dark phase in the middle where everybody was against IAP. We were student in those days, and even during that particular time, we lost our membership of World Physiotherapy also. So why did all that happen, and what are your comments regarding that? I would not tell you to tell me why, but what are your comments regarding that? Why do you think that happened, and was it avoidable?
See, any conflict, any war is always avoidable. But still there is a war. And sometimes war is essential, whether we say it as a dark phase and whether we say it is a learning phase. So rather than saying it is a dark phase, I will say it was a learning phase. Why I will say learning phase? Because my experience says that has brought us a maturity in us that yes, we will stand what we are saying. There may be difference of opinion. I always agree that there may be difference of opinion among us. But we cannot have destruction on that difference of opinion. Whatever happened from during that dark phase, we lost WCPT, and then we means I am saying even I am including everybody from all the side. I'm not criticizing for that phase to anybody. Whatever happened, happened. But I will tell you that we have come up with more and more flying colors up to that. We got back into WCPT. Yes, it was possible to avoid it. But maybe that has given us a better chance to know the things better. Now we know WCPT more better. You know, in Dubai we went. Now, you know, last two of our conferences, World Physiotherapy Representation Day, President and the CEO was here. Last conference during Delhi in August on 5th and 6th, Dr. Mike was here as a president of World Physiotherapy.
Which has never happened before.
It has never happened before. So I will say that, yes, there was a dark phase, but that dark phase has taught us many things. The biggest thing what I could learn that we will not allow that dark phase to come again. And see, I can say that you can criticize your leader, you criticize your teacher, you criticize your college. No problem. That happens. I like this teacher. I don't like this teacher. I like this leader. I don't like this leader. I like X. I dislike Y. Happens. It's a part of our working. But this is not allowed that if I don't like, then I will create another country here. This is not allowed that if I don't like, if I don't marry, then I will leave. This is not allowed that if I don't like my house, I will go out and put a bomb there. This is not allowed. So when I say discipline, then I mean discipline. And whoever, now you can see in last 3 to 4 years, you know, I can say this very confidently. I have a strong proof with me that a small organization are not able to save the interest of the association and interest of the profession. We have a lot of proofs where a small organization, they went to court and they lost the thing, and now it is a problem for everybody. So if you are not able to defend, why you are going on the war front? That's why this idea of working with a stronger organization and larger organization is always fruitful. I am asking, there is only one association in occupational therapy. There is only one association in medical, only one association in dental. Now from 55, you have your mother association. We say mother association is there. You create differences, you create different wings, you create whatever you like, but don't put bomb under your mother association. If you do that, this is what we learned from that dark phase, and this time we have not allowed it to happen. And because we have not allowed this to happen, we could very nicely. Move ahead. Strong, my strong CEC team, my secretary again I will tell, my treasurer again I will tell, and I will appreciate my international chair also. And they are doing wonderful work. And we are giving nice, World Physiotherapy President Mike, when he was here, Dr. Mike was saying that we need to learn a lot from IAP now.
IAP, yes. Especially
And
the women's health.
and World Physiotherapy inviting somebody from IAP as in a leader role. IAP members going and presenting more than 100 of papers in World Physiotherapy Conference. And we are now putting all the subgroups. We have already invited names. We are going to put all the subgroups aligning with the World Physiotherapy. And we will put it so that lets everybody work. No dark phase again. And if somebody will try to create it, we will destroy it.
So coming from that phase to being one of the richest association in the world, how did you do that?
No, I will say, I will put it differently. I will say, yes, one of the strongest association, richest. I don't know whether I have not taken much stats on that. But I will say, yes, we are very good. We are very good in finance, and we are paying a lot of GST now, thanks to, again, that dark phase and dark people and dark horses.
Yes. But how did you manage to do that? How did you come all the way?
See, biggest part is, I will say that most of us now who are working, they have their jeans, their home, and their pockets. It's all full. They are contributing from their pocket many times. I will say, women cell, they have not asked a single penny for doing thousands of programs all across India. Can you understand that? How much dedication you need? Till date, they have not taken a single penny, but they are doing it. And now we are in a process to create separate accounts for each one of them. I know there was a big hurdle. GST was there. We had a great consultancy with our lawyers, our CA, all hurdles. We all passed through those hurdles. But maybe in a month's time, we will be able to give all separate accounts, non-GST accounts to them. And yes, let them grow. A leader is a leader who is not afraid and feeling insecure about anybody. If you are a leader, you are not supposed to feel insecure. The problem was that the moment, see, when we did decentralization, people started saying, sir, if you make everybody president in the state, who will tell you you are a president? My point was, we used to say convener. Now, convener of Delhi and president of Delhi, it makes a huge difference when you go and represent somewhere.
Yes.
A person who is coordinator of Delhi and secretary of Delhi state makes a huge difference when you go and represent somewhere. And what is good thing, what has happened is all these states, they all are working. And I will tell you, just last week, we were there in Chhattisgarh. Chief Minister and Health Minister, Deputy CM was there in Chhattisgarh. And they have done a wonderful job. State like Chhattisgarh is raising a big fund to do that whole program. And it is for public, it is for the profession. And ultimately, so many newspaper has covered it. Many times people say IAP, what IAP is doing? Conference. Dear, when you create a platform, then only people will listen you. When we did a conference in Ahmedabad, then only Modi ji came there and said, फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट के नेतृत्व में इंडिया फिट भी होगा और हिट भी होगा. So if your prime minister is coming, then where he will say? If you do something, then only somebody will come and say. For your information, let me tell you, I was in Mangalore last month, and during the speech of the governor of Karnataka, Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Thawarchand Gehlot ji, he said that this concept of moving therapy to pathy is excellent, and we are supposed to move in that direction. So, you need to work with a vision. And I always say, a dream without execution is a hallucination. So let's not have hallucinations. Let's have a real dream with a real dedication to get it.
Together we can do it, sir. I don't think it is too far away. The journey from therapy to pathy is not too far away. I'm sure that if we, all of us work together, then we will be able to definitely achieve it. And on the same agenda, there is one question in the chat box which I would like you to take. Dr. Namit Vashne is saying that what will be the agenda of IAP in the coming years and what action will be taken against those who are working against it? Just to add on to that, there is a lot of, social media is active, social media is there, and a lot of, I would say, nuisance value is there associated with the social media. We need it, it's a necessary evil. So how do you understand all that, and how do you manage all that?
See, I feel any positive criticism is most welcome. You are supposed to, we are in a democracy, we are supposed to criticize each other, and that positive criticism will always make us more better. But, India is a country which many times our people rely on false news. And many times I say that people there on the Facebook, they keep on changing their status because they don't have any status. I always say that if you are a professional, you go and check my Facebook. So many things has happened in these 2 decades. I don't know, I don't remember exactly from which year Facebook came, but I think more than 10 years is already there. You will not find a single bad comment for anybody. You go and check my Facebook. I have not deleted anything till now. And real professionalism is that I will make my line more better, more darker, which makes greater imprint. And I will do something where my work will speak. I don't need to put anybody's line short. But yes, I will definitely make somebody's line short if they go and cross the line of law. Many times you, as a leader, you are supposed to leave it. If you go on and see the social media, people do a lot of trailing or trolling, whatever you say, and criticism to our national leaders, our chief ministers, our actors, our cricketers. That happens, that no problem. But doing something which is against the profession, doing something which is against your house, you criticize. I will criticize Jubia madam on any table, no problem. I don't agree with you, ma'am. So I will criticize, doesn't make a difference. But I will not go and write on the Jubia madam's platform, Facebook platform, and say something that you are wrong, because there a lot of people are connected. It is not only physio. So when we try to demean somebody, or when we try to put somebody down on a social media, it is always wrong. And we have taken steps. We have terminated few. We are in process to terminate few. And I know, it distracts from constructive work, but if it becomes too harsh, we will do it and we will deal it very harshly. That is for sure. And, discipline, creating a discipline in an organization, otherwise this much big organization you cannot run. And if that discipline is there, it is there for everyone and everybody has to follow. If they don't follow, they are supposed to quit it. They are welcome.
But so then what if they don't follow? Then what?
We are taking steps. We are sending notices. We are giving a proper chance to come and explain. And if they, and let me tell you, we are hiring few more lawyers. Their job will be only to send notices and call these people, this type of people, for the investigation.
So
And very soon, we have already sent a few notices to these type of people. And very soon we will have a panel of lawyers who will be directly taking out the part from social media, put a FIR, and let's move. Put a online FIR. Let's see. Because nobody has got any right to defame anybody on social media. You go and talk to the person in the home, no problem. You go and talk to the person during the meeting. We conduct regular general body meeting. Come there and discuss. We conduct many webinars. Now this webinar we are here to discuss. So there is always a platform to discuss the things. And I feel negativity has got no place for us, because we have a lot of things to do. And you, madam, you asked me one more thing, that from here, then where we are going. Now, first, let us know that where we are, because many people will not be knowing it. And I know that it is going to be recorded and can be played so many times. Let me tell you where we are. Where we were, 2008, no professional law. 2008, distance education was prevailing. 2008, no RR rule. 2008, before, nothing was there in our hand as far as government of India or any government was concerned. One by one, RR rule came, UGC came, Act came, distance education got banned. So all these things happened. Now what we are doing right now, we are giving scholarships. We are giving grants for research. We are giving opportunities to grow. Now, from every nook and corner, people can come on the platform of IAP and discuss and deliver. We are, and I will again say Women's Cell here. We had a very great conference in Kerala. Chief Minister of Kerala, Honorable Chief Minister came. It has literally changed the scenario in Kerala about physiotherapy. Can you understand the difference? Now hospitals are asking a membership of IAP. We are doing endorsement, and a lot of big companies are now getting endorsed through IAP. And all these money are getting paid directly to IAP account, no here and there. So, and tell me, I will tell you that I think this almost 3 or 4 MPs and ministers has said that when finance is there in the hand of a woman, it is always more safe than a man. And I will tell you this, that yes, that we have felt, asking to Jha sir is more easy.
Yes, it is.
Asking to Anna sir is more easy. Asking to Ali sir is more easy. But asking to Jubia madam or asking to Ruchi madam or the Pooja madam is more difficult. So yes, it happens. So I will tell that why IAP is growing. As far as this part is concerned, we have brought a transparency. All the money will go into one account and all the money will go out also from one account. Now what has happened, earlier, I will not say, फिर मेरे मुंह से कुछ निकलेगा फिर difficult होगा, but earlier people used to do so many things. Now you see the last 2-3 conferences, everybody is getting food.
Yes.
And whenever I will praise myself a bit on this. Whenever you were there with us in Indore for any conference, excellent food, excellent hospitality, everybody till now remembers.
Yes.
Why it is there? Because there was an intention to serve the people, to serve the association and serve the members. There was no ill motive. I again said, कि भूखा नहीं होना चाहिए.
Intention is what matters actually. If you
Yes.
intend for the right thing, the right things will happen.
Right. So now these things have changed. And because these things have changed, everybody is contributing. They are what they want to collaborate with IAP. And I will tell many of the seniors from Gujarat, I cannot tell everybody's name, but so many people are already working together from Maharashtra, from Kerala, from Tamil Nadu, from everywhere. I will say everywhere, from Punjab, from Haryana. And see that it's not Sanjeev Jha, it's not Josie John, or it's not Ali Irani sir who is making a difference. We all are doing it together. And that's why we are moving in the right direction.
So there's another question in the chat box where it says some hospitals and colleges are not allowing them to use the doctor prefix. Can you comment on that, sir?
See, this is again, I will say that just now in the evening, there was a general body. I am in Tripura now. And somebody asked me the same question. I always say that, see, I feel, if I remember, maybe plus or minus the year, but medical council that came somewhere in 50s, and dental council came before that. And nursing council also is very old. But let me tell you that if you go with the content of your public notice, which was given by IAP, that every clinical health professional, they write the word doctor by the tradition and convention. And the only right eligible person to prefix DR, and that is doctorate. And that is a person who is having highest qualification in his particular field of specialization. Now in 1956, somebody passed a resolution and they started by convention writing doctor, because patient tells them doctor because they treat. Now with physiotherapy, I will tell you that my profession might be a bit old, but as far as regulation is concerned, it is just 2-year-old child. Still, I will say that from all over the world, when you compare, our condition is much, much better. People are not having independent practice also at many places.
Yes, that is true.
Our country, we are now independent practitioner as per the Gazette of the Government of India. Our country, we are practicing, thousands of clinics is there in all over India who are doing independent practice. Wherever there is a problem, we usually intervene. And right now we have a problem on our head in Tamil Nadu. We had a problem somewhere here and there. We are trying to correct that. And 100% we will try to correct it. As far as legal part is concerned, a strong battle is going to come on this particular format and particular part. And you know why I say therapy to pathy? Because when you convert yourself from therapy to pathy, then this issue will go away, it will vanish. So yes, I will say some hospital try to work out. If they don't work out, we have given a lot of documents on the our website. And still, if you need something from our side, whatever we have, we will just send us an email, give your IAP number, we will work out, we will try to help you out so that we can address that issue properly. So yes, that part, we are there to help you.
So there is someone who was saying that it is my submission, IAP should establish a quick response helpline for physios regarding any professional concern. I think that is what you're talking about, that we would be doing that soon.
See, helpline is already there. See, we give a reply of email within max is 24 hours or 72 hours if there is a holidays. We are already sorting out all the issues as early as possible. As far as helpline on phone is concerned, it is very difficult to address these issues on phone. In writing, it is always possible to address it. So whoever is having any problem and they are IAP members, I will tell them on the website, on the right side down, there is an email, and that email gives a reply. We have our office bearers, we have our staffs there. They reply within 72 hours. If we are able to help you out, we will help you out there immediately. Otherwise, it will be, we are supposed to understand the scene and then work it out.
Sir, there's another question in the chat box that why are the IAP members in Kerala not terminated for teaching in BWalk physiotherapy course? I know a bit controversial question, but that's what
See, I will say one more thing here. Those fees, just a minute, hold on, please.
In the meantime, to all the guests who are here, thank you so much for joining and thank you for the questions. I'm trying to take up as many questions as possible. Do keep on typing in. I will keep on taking questions from there.
I will say, sorry, there was somebody knocking it again and again. I will say on this issue that BWalk courses, we have already given a public notice on that, and we have tried to prevent it wherever possible. But now, since our new regulation has already come, BWalk courses will not be recognized as a physiotherapist, because very clearly it is written minimum bachelor degree in physiotherapy, right? These many hours. So these many hours makes 4 years plus to be a physiotherapist. So those who are having apprehension about BWalk courses and they will become a physio, see, doing a malpractice is different. When I learn surgery, when I read surgery, that doesn't mean that I become surgeon. When I read pharmacology, that doesn't mean that I become a pharmacist or drug prescription practitioner. So it's not like that. Those who are teaching in BWalk courses, I don't know what is their real scenario, but if something comes to us and if the state team, if it is Kerala, if our state team informs us that we are supposed to take some action, but what action? You cannot tell somebody not to eat. You cannot tell somebody that's as per law I am talking. You cannot tell somebody not to work. That is their basic right. So exactly what situation is there, who is working, under what circumstances they are working, all these things needs to be reported from the state team before we take a decision on that.
So there's another question from person. He's saying that, sir, for independent practice, kindly strengthen the extended scope of practice and as well as radiology, interaction with drugs and diagnostic accuracy and clinical guidelines. We've improved through extended scope of practice subgroups. This is again, I think, what a lot of Western countries are also following these days, something in a similar line.
I believe that whatever Western countries are following, we are not supposed to follow that.
Yes, we have to make a path of our own.
Yeah. And I believe that physiotherapy stream itself has got everything to cure my patient.
Yes.
I don't remember in my 30 years of practice, once upon a time, I used to see more than 100 patients every day. I have not, I had no time in my mind. It came to my mind that I will give some drug to any of my patient. I feel if you are a bad physio, then you need a here and there. If you are right physio, you don't need all this. You have a lot of techniques to improve it.
And I think that is what is our thing also, that we are treating you without any drugs. That is what we market us as, and that is what we teach our first year students.
Now, point here is you are a physical therapist. Now, I don't know, many of I was just talking today also this. You are a physical therapist. Your whole principle of treatment depends on giving physical therapy or physiotherapy by physical means. Why you want to learn drug?
Yes.
Why you want to change your principles? If you are changing, then what MBBS people will be doing? You extend your scope of practice, learn some other thing which is adjunct to physiotherapy, not contrary to your principle. So my point is learning those techniques. See, extended scope of practice in India, it is there. If you want to change it, now they have already come out with community health worker program or health officer program. And physiotherapy will also be included in that very soon. Now, if you want to change your field, go and work as a community health officer, you are most welcome. Other healthcare professionals are also going, you also go. But since this question you have asked, I have a word of caution here. And we will act for sure on that. See, if somebody starts practicing physiotherapy, how much we physios are hurt? If OT people, occupational OT means, I will not say operation theater, OT means occupational therapy people, if they start learning, which they do many times.
They do many times. And we have a lot of problems with that.
And we have a lot of problems.
Yes.
We are working HISMA therapy, chiropractic, osteopathy, this pathy, that pathy, everything is there. Somebody is putting fire, somebody is putting cup, somebody is putting needle, whatever, then electro needle, this needle, that needle. Let me tell you one thing. If you are driving without license, an accident takes place, the law is that you are a murderer. If you are having a license, an accident takes place, the law is that it happened due to accident. The whole penalty is different. Whole imprisonment is different. Let me tell you, make it very clear. Those who are practicing physios, please stop all this.
Yes.
Stop two things is very important. Stop malpracticing. Stop disguising yourself as a other professional. You do a high velocity thrust technique. What is the problem? But tell it as you are doing grade 5. Manipulation. Why you are supposed to say that you are doing chiropractic? Whatever you do, keep one thing in mind. You will never become an osteopath. You will never become a chiropractor. And the day somebody goes and put a FIR against you, you will be in problem.
So trying to become an osteopath or a chiropractor, I think we are forgetting how to become a physiotherapist.
That's what I'm saying.
We are losing on the line.
That's what I'm saying. So my point is very clear. Believe in your physiotherapy. Whatever you do, name that as a physiotherapy technique. Whatever you work, keep in mind that it is within the periphery of your practice, scope of practice. And once you do that, whatever happens, see, accident can happen anywhere if you are driving. But then your association, your council, your legal authority will able to protect you only once you are driving with the right caution and right periphery. So please keep this in mind, because I think very soon that era will come when these people will be having a problem. And whatever I say, that happens in few years. So a word of caution to them, then, but it happens in this country many times.
For a disaster to happen. We are just waiting for a disaster to happen.
Yes, that will happen, because I have seen people are interested in this, that, all extended scope, and they have forgot physiotherapy. So please learn physiotherapy. Lot of extended scope of practice is there. Very soon we will work on that. We are working on that. Right now we are working on one nation, one syllabus.
So can you throw a bit of light on that? One nation, one syllabus?
Yeah, now already these things are going on. Maybe I'm very sure that maybe from once the interim commission approves it, once the things are in place, maybe next year, very next coming session, we will be having a one nation, one physiotherapy syllabus, one nation, one syllabus, one competency for all physiotherapists all across India. So right now we are talking about increasing the knowledge of physiotherapist as a physiotherapist, for the physiotherapist and for our patient. So we are supposed to talk that, we are supposed to think that, first learn our technique, have a maturity of that, extended a scope of practice. I am not criticizing, I am not denying, but time is still there. It is not matured enough that we go on that.
So when we're talking about the scope of practice, can you put a little bit of light on National Commission also? There was this is, I think, a general question which a lot of people in the chat box are also asking, and in the profession also, that when is the registration going to start and what is the status right now? If you can throw some light over that.
Yes, I feel whatever is there in my knowledge, I think somehow I will, in the coming webinars in coming months, we will be talking exclusively through those members, and I will request those people also to talk on that. And our interim commission members also, I will request them to come on webinar and do a different discussion on that.
I think that will be a good idea, because then
Yeah,
a lot of things.
Right now, the current situation is that interim commission is already in place, and many of the physios are having this misconception that physiotherapists are kept. अरे वो अलाइड वालों के साथ रख दिया, इसके साथ रख दिया, उसके साथ DMLT के साथ रख दिया, MLT के साथ. Let me tell you very clearly, physios are kept in healthcare, and we are a healthcare professional. If we want to go to somewhere else, that journey, I'm not saying we will stop, but right now current scenario is that interim commission is there in place. They are working, and I think that, as I said, new syllabus will come from the next session. And again, one more thing which is important, that very soon Government of India is working very keenly on this, that registration process also starts in few months. Maybe before the end of this year, 100% that registration process will also start. And once the registration process start, where you will be designated as a healthcare professional and your council will be separate. This is an overarching commission, and under that commission, there will be separate councils, and physiotherapy council will be separate. That will be headed by a president who will be among the register from the physiotherapy, and different other from 4 to 24 number of members can be there in that council, and that will flow to other states also. So let's see how it works. Yes, we need a lot of things to still work out, but this is the current scenario. Registration, central register should start by end of this year max.
So you also spoke about endorsements. This is something fairly new for our profession. Can you tell us a little bit about endorsements also? Do we have some guidelines, and how are we going about it?
Right now we are endorsing, different companies, like few of big companies like Hensaplast, then Jhandu, and many mattress companies are there. So we have a guideline for endorsement. We check the product, and once we check the product, we say that it is recommended by IAP. And I have a strong feeling that this should come for our equipments also. And our equipments means ultrasound machine, only showing ultrasound, not delivering ultrasound. Muscle stimulator is stimulating what, I don't know, but that stimulator is there. So calibration of these equipments, correction of these equipments, and putting those equipments in the right position. I know, again, I will say that we need more and more people to join, work on this, different committees on that. And once we work, then only we will be able to improve it. So I feel endorsement is a big job, and it has got a lot of legal responsibilities. So yes, we are trying our best to move it in the right direction, and let's see how it goes. But here, again, one more thing I will say, that we all are, honorary worker,
Yes.
and time is money. And, just for a joke, I was just saying that how many years we gave to this profession is our choice. It was our choice. It was not somebody has forced me to do it. But even if it was our choice, respect that choice. Respect that decision, that somebody has come up and given so much time, because time is everything in this world. Nobody can give what you have lost. So we all are working in the right direction, and I hope the sky is our limit. Next 10 years, cleaning physiotherapy and making physiotherapy from therapy to pathy.
Sir, I had a list of 25 questions and I've done hardly 10. All the questions in the chat box also have not been able to take up. So I think I'll just take 1 or 2 questions more, then we'll wind up. So something new that which we saw recently in the last 1 week was the guidelines regarding workshops, which was released by IAP. This has never been done before, and I think it is a very, very positive step, and it has been taken very well by other by our professionals also. So can you please tell me, how did this idea come up and what was the need for this?
See, I could sense, and this was a decision of EC, and we discussed this, and we were discussing it since long, almost 2-3 years. A lot of complaint was coming that anybody is teaching. The person is having PG degree or not, still they are teaching. The person is having a clinic or not, still they are teaching. And anybody is teaching, and anything they are teaching. So of course, many people are, few of our people who criticize, they say that karoge kya iska? What you will do out of it? Say, public opinion, public platform, and public representation is the strongest representation in a democracy. If we keep seeing that a person who is not a deserved teacher, we are having so many things to do as per law in our hand to correct that. We don't need anybody's help for doing that. And once we have come out with a guideline, there is a say that those guidelines, principal protocols should be followed, because those are essential guidelines, not by only IAP. Those are essential guidelines from UGC. Those are essential guidelines of any professional course, whatever you are running. So yes, it was needed, and we will implement it. सारे चोरों को पकड़ने की जरूरत नहीं. You don't need to catch all thieves. Just catch the big fish, pond will be cleaned.
Very rightly said. And I will take one last question from the chat for today. Can you please comment on PMRs heading the physiotherapy departments? And I think this is one trend which has increased a little bit, which had gone down, but now it's slightly increasing again.
See, I always feel, and again, this question I have answered at so many platforms. Especially this problem was there in many hospitals who are big hospitals and many medical colleges.
Which are running their own MBBS courses, basically.
Yes. And we need to understand one thing, that PMR might be needing physiotherapy, but physiotherapists don't need PMR. PMR might need a physiotherapy department under physical medicine and rehabilitation, but physiotherapists don't need a rehabilitation department inside physiotherapy. PMR might be thinking that they are the people who control physiotherapy, but my point is very clear, and that is again my opinion, that you study chemical therapy as your principle. Again, I was saying that what is not your principle of treatment, of your pathy, you cannot practice that. Now, a person who has done drug as a therapy as their principle for 5 years or 6 years, and then they come and intrude on others' profession saying that this is what we do. And from chemical, they become physical. From surgery, they become non-surgical or half surgical. So my point is very clear. Physiotherapists are independent. If you are running your PMR department, please run it. Physiotherapist will be working separately. They will be working under physiotherapy department, and they will be working independently because they are competent enough to treat a case, to control a case, and whatever they are treating, give them a relief. So yes, you are doing your good. Please keep doing it. We are not opposing to anybody, but yes, we will oppose if somebody will come and sit on our head. And very principally wrong thing is that they say that they will direct something. That chapter is over. That chapter is closed on 24th March 2021. So all physios, please keep in mind, regulation is you can decide your treatment.
So one last question. I keep on saying last, but this is definitely the last. What is the salary of an office bearer in IFP?
Oh, very good. So this notion is also there.
Yes, sir. What is the salary?
See, we are honorary worker and you are supposed to work without a single penny. I will not say anything, फिर मेरे मुंह से निकलेगा, something will come out of from my mouth. But I will say this, no salary, only dedication, devotion. And if your stomach is full, if your family is settled, if your environment is settled, try this. Or you're dedicated worker, you want to contribute from your side to your profession, your association, please do it. IAP is not an organization, and not only IAP, it is there for all associations across India. The rule is that you cannot pay a salary to any office bearer of IAP. Whoever is working, they are working out of their zeal, they are working out of their will, and they all are giving their precious time to upgrade this profession, to improve a change, to mark a change, and to do something which is going to be remarkable in our field. I will say this just in one liner, that मंजिलें क्या हैं और रास्ता क्या है. मंजिलें क्या हैं और रास्ता क्या है, हौसला हो तो फासला क्या है. So when you have a determination and zeal to move, you don't need salary. You have a determination to move. Gandhi Sahib, our Rashtrapita Gandhi ji, was not getting any salary. So we are here as a person who is trying to move this profession, who is trying to move the association, who is trying to strengthen our nation for health, better India, better people, fitter people. And I will tell you, physiotherapists I was just saying today, physiotherapist has got great role to play. India is a young country. Another 20 years, there will be a lot of old people. So all physios, keep one thing in mind. If you are young, you have great things to do in your coming future.
So we all are young. I am also young. You are also young.
I'm talking about my young comers who are coming, joining this.
Youngers. Yes,
Right.
I know the youngsters maybe.
Yeah, youngsters, you can say, yes, you can. Thanks for correcting me that way. But youngsters means, yes, somewhere 20, 25 who are joining right now. When they will be 40, they all will be riding the luxury cars.
Okay, so some concluding remarks other than the luxury car.
Other than the luxury cars, yes, I will tell all of us are doing a wonderful job. And whenever required, they all are contributing. I will not say this to anybody, but one conclusion is, whatever happens, the dream of cleaning this profession and dream of making therapy to pathy, we all will go in that direction, one by one, streamlining all the things in physiotherapy. And if there are some ifs and buts, cleaning them out.
Hopefully, yes. And I know we have not been able to take a lot of questions. I would request you to kindly send your questions to us at iapindianphysiotherapy@gmail.com. We will be holding a session with sir once again. And at that time, we will take up all these questions which have remained unanswered. And thank you so much, sir, for your time. Thank you so much for taking out time, even though you are not in your hometown right now, but you never are, so that's okay. So
it happens.
It happens.
We are here to work.
Yes, we
and
all
let's
are
keep
here
working.
to work, and we all are putting in our best. Whatever is our best, everybody's best is going to be different. And let us move towards a greater goal for the positivity of our profession and a proper positive growth in our profession. If we do not try to pull each other down, I think we will be able to reach at great heights. Thank you so much.
I always feel that people will keep trying to reach. See, when Rama was there, Ravan was there.
Yes, that is very true.
When Krishna was there, Kans was there.
Yes.
So don't worry about Kans and Ravana. Keep doing your good work.
Yes.
Kans and Ravana will be killed for sure.
Yes, that is very true. And thank you so much to the IAP Digital team for organizing everything for us, and for all the participants who have taken out time for us. Thank you so much, everyone. And we hope to see you again in another lively, great session with sir. I think in another week or 10 days, we'll organize it once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.